Hello and welcome to Brain Function Testing. In this video, I'm going to show you how to properly fill out the BFT intake form. The first thing you're going to want to know is this a new patient or a returning patient? And by returning patient, we mean that they have previously been prescribed and taken a brain function test before. For all other patients, you're going to want to choose new patient. Now, both of these fields will prompt the same information, and that's the name, email, phone, and date of birth. So you're going to want to fill out that information for that patient, and the email field and phone field are how we contact your patients to make sure that they're taking their tests when they should, and we can get their tests delivered correctly. For the date of birth, you can either use the calendar icon, or you can type the information like so. Now, next you're going to want to choose whether your patient is going to be taking their test remotely, and they're going to take their test on their own schedule, from home, or in their office on their own computer. Or they're going to take their test in your office, and I will actually make an entirely separate video to show you how to most effectively use that feature. So for this video, I'm going to primarily focus on the remote testing. So in remote testing, you're given a few more options to fill out. And this is where you are going to tailor in the testing options for that specific person. For this first field here, this date to begin scheduling, which is the date in which they will receive their first email from brain function testing to have the ability to schedule their test. If you have a situation where your patient is out of town for a number of weeks or cannot complete their test, you can always change this to a date in the future when they will be available. Next, you have a date that the test must be completed by. You can use this field to specify a date for your patient to complete their test. This could be the day before they're coming in for an office visit so that you have time to prepare their information before they come into your clinic. So you can specify any date and time, but we recommend at least 1 week to give that person at least enough time to find something that works for their schedule. Now, there's 3 other options here, and this is how many tests they are going to complete. Either one test, multiple tests, or annual tests. For multiple tests, you can think of this as during a program. So they're going to want to take a test before, in the middle, and after their treatment. Now, you can do up to 4 tests this way. And what this does is it allows you to pick a timer to set between tests. So once their first test is completed, they will wait 6 weeks before they will be given another email to begin to schedule their next test. And this same process can be completed, like I said, for up to 3 additional tests, so 4 tests total. Now, if you have someone who's doing a membership or some type of prevention model where they're going to do tests annually, you have the option to choose either 1, 2, or 4 tests annually. And what this does is similarly to the multiple tests feature, is it will start a timer of either 12 months, 6 months, or 3 months between tests. And this will continue on until you contact brain function testing to remove them from this list. For all other patients, you're going to want to choose just 1 test because you can always go back and enter them again as a returning patient to update their account. Once you have specified exactly the information that you need for that patient, you're going to authorize and submit. And when you authorize, that means that you are going to confirm that once the test is completed, we can bill you for that completed test. We do not charge you based on how many people you enter in the intake form, but rather we only charge for the completed test. So after you enter that, you have this confirmation page where you have 2 options. Either check out the requisition form or enter another patient. Now, we prefer for all of our clients to download their requisition form. And if the patient is in your office, you have the option to either print the form or you can email it to them. Conversely, if the patient is not in your office, you're going to want to just email them this form. And this form has some information on exactly what you prescribed your patient, which is a neurocognitive assessment consisting of 7 different subtests and a questionnaire. And it will also give them a PDF on why they've been prescribed this test for a number of different reasons here. and what the test is and how they get started. And we think this is incredibly valuable because it will prime your patient, which we have found to speed up the process in which they will take their test, which means the results will come back faster for you. Once you have done that, you can go back, click here to register another patient, and begin the process again. That's pretty much it for the intake form. And make sure to check out other videos in the future for more tutorials from brain function testing. Thanks for watching.